what God is telling me to tell you guys is that, you know, on this journey of spiritual evolution, on this journey of just changing yourself and evolving and expanding yourself, the feminine dies and is reborn multiple times. You know, you're never going to be on this journey of evolution. You're never going to be the same person 10 years from now, a year from now, even a month, 30 days from now, baby, you're gonna be a new person. Like, God came to me and made me aware of the process of feminine mourning. And God told me that not only is this an okay like something that's okay to experience, and there's nothing bad about it, there's nothing wrong with you if you're experiencing it, right? It's natural for us, it's natural for women to experience mourning in areas beyond someone passing away, right? So let me give you guys an example. I've been on my spiritual energy journey, awakened to it, conscious of it, since around 2017, 2018. Okay, it's been a couple years now. I'm 27 now. It's been a good grip for me. Okay. Throughout this specific journey that I've been experiencing, I've went through several rebirths, deaths and rebirths. I've went through several. Like, I literally am on like my 5th lifetime, and I'm not, like, it sounds funny, but I'm so serious. You know how a cat has 9 lives? Well, baby, I have about 20 of them. Okay, I swear I feel like I'm changing and evolving every day, but every year significantly I'm a new person. Every year significantly I'm thinking differently. Every year significantly my standards are higher. Every year significantly my voice, my throat chakra is opening more, and I feel so much more comfortable in my skin and who I am, and confident in my speech, confident in what I'm saying, confident in my skill sets. Like, I just feel reborn. I feel like a new person, okay? So, with this being said, there's a lot of mourning that I've experienced throughout this time. Mourning related to what, you ask? Related to parts of myself. I've mourned people that have passed, which is the obvious like experience, right? But I've also mourned parts of myself, parts of who I once was. With that comes losing people that you grew up with, or, you know, oh my gosh, people that resonated on this lower frequency that you were once on, that you're not on it anymore, or places that you will go that you don't go anymore because you know it doesn't serve you. You're more conscious, you're more aware, and with that you mourn those things, and it's okay to, God told me. And it sounds crazy. Like, for example, let's give an example. Let's say going out, like let's say going to the club or something, or let's say like going to bars, right? So I'm on this journey. God has had me on this journey for a while now, where I've been abstaining from alcohol on and off, or like being celibate from alcohol on and off, to the point of me not drinking anymore. And it's been a difficult journey for me. Why? Because where I come from, the area that I grew up in, the people that I'm around, my family history, there's alcoholism in my family. And no, I'm not an alcoholic or anything, but I'm saying it's just a predisposition for me to drink. And once I began to drink, it's just been a thing. When I was in college, we drank, right? When you're with your friends and social drinking and stuff like that. I'm grateful and I'm fortunate to where, as though, you know, I'm not the type of person where I need to drink like when I'm on my own, or like when I'm home, or like by myself. I don't really crave a drink or anything, but definitely I've been a social drinker. And I've been on this journey, like I said, where God has been like, girl, put it down. And it's been hard for me to, like, I'll do it, but then I'll go back, or I'll do it or I'll just allow for myself to drink wine because wine is healthier, right? On this crazy journey. And now God, like, I'm really in this position where it's just not, like, my body is rejecting it at this point. Like, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, my body is like, we do not want alcohol. There's nothing beneficial coming from alcohol that is serving you. There's no health benefits, there's no nutrients. You don't need it to feel more confident anymore. Like, oh my God, ooh. As I said that, it's like I could feel it. Like, as I said it, I was like, you know how you know something or you're aware of something, but then like it clicks at a certain point. As I said that, I'm just like, oh my God, you're right, bitch. Like, I don't, because there was a point where, you know, I've had very strong feminine energy wounds. You know, I've definitely used alcohol to like try to connect with women and be open to talk and be confident to talk and be confident in my voice and in my word and all of these things. And like all this inner work that I've been doing, y'all, this journey that God has had me on, like I don't need the alcohol for that anymore. Like I don't need it. Like yesterday I went to a hookah lounge and I didn't drink, but everybody around me was drinking. The people that I was with were drinking, and the guy that I was with, his sister, they were both drinking. And I was able to just be myself, be authentic. I started playing solitaire at the hookah lounge. Like, that's just who I am. But what I'm saying is, normally I would be drinking, trying to like connect, and I would feel awkward if I wasn't talking to someone. Like, you know, just a bunch of stuff. And I wasn't like that yesterday. Like, I was just playing solitaire. I was speaking when I was spoken to, and I was just in my feminine, mind my business. And I was speaking to his sister, and I felt so confident and just grounded in myself speaking to her. I didn't feel awkward or like uncomfortable or like defensive or anything because of those wounds that I've carried. And God is good all the time. Amen. Okay. So I'm just, as I'm telling you guys this, I'm like realizing it, you know, and maybe you guys can get something out of what I'm saying when I tell these little stories and stuff. So what I was saying was, when it comes to like that, for example, and going out and drinking and the people you would connect with when you are drinking, or maybe the crazy experiences you might have when you're drinking, you don't have them anymore because you're evolving on your spiritual journey and you're not indulging in those types of things anymore. And God told me, like, you don't have to feel dumb or weird or crazy for mourning those things. You know what I'm saying? And that's just an example. It could be anything. It can be, like I said, your childhood friends that you once connected to, but you no longer align with because you outgrew them, or the guy you were dating, or the family members that you had to walk away from. And it's okay to mourn that. And what God is telling me to tell you guys is that, you know, on this journey of spiritual evolution, on this journey of just changing yourself and evolving and expanding yourself, the feminine dies and is reborn multiple times. You know, you're never going to be on this journey of evolution. You're never going to be the same person 10 years from now, a year from now, even a month, 30 days from now, baby, you're gonna be a new person. Like, that's really how this journey is. Let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a quick like razzle dazzle of a story. I've experienced tremendous emotional wounding throughout my childhood, for me, to the point where I became completely numb I disassociated out of my body. That's something I'm still dealing with. I became completely extremely numb. I was not expressive in my emotions. I couldn't feel my emotions. I didn't even know what I felt emotionally because I was so wounded. And on my journey of reconnecting to my emotions and allowing for myself to be more expressive and grounded in them, I have had cry spells. You would have thought I lost someone near and dear to me the way that I've cried over the years. Like the mourning your childhood, mourning the things you did not get to experience in your childhood, mourning the relationships with your parents that you never were fulfilled in your childhood. Mourn them. You have to. And for a while I felt like, oh, I was over that stuff and that stuff didn't bother me anymore, and like I was past it, but I was never past it. I buried it deep within because I was numb and it was just deep in my subconscious. And like over the years, a little bit would come up here, a little bit would come up here, and I would find myself continuously crying about the same stuff. And I'm like, why do I keep crying about this? I thought I was over this. And it's because, again, energy is continuous, so there still may be more that has to come up, and that's okay. Mourn it. Cry about it. I've mourned my relationship with my father that I didn't get to experience properly. I've mourned my relationship with my mother that I didn't get to experience properly. I mourned my relationship with my first true love. You know how we fall in love when we're whatever. I've mourned that relationship several times. I've mourned it because it meant something to me. And that's okay. That's beautiful that it meant something to you. You don't have to act like it doesn't mean anything, or you're over it, or it didn't bother you, or whatever. Like, mourn it. And when you mourn it, the more you allow for those emotions to come up and cry or whatever, the more you're reborn into this new person, and you feel more vibrant, and you feel more present and more grounded and more, just confident in who you are. And like, do you see what I'm trying to say? Never would I have thought that I wouldn't drink tequila. Never, never. I was such a tequila girly. Like, I was such a tequila girly. I would never have imagined that I would go out to a hookah lounge and not drink, or be offered drinks and say no, and still feel comfortable and confident to speak to people, and still, and feel grounded and confident to not speak and just be present with myself and not feel awkward or feel like I have to. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with the journey, and that has come with me allowing myself to mourn the things that I have had to in order to be reborn. I was doing my makeup the other day, like doing my makeup, doing my hair, getting cute, about to go to the gym. And I was listening to the same playlist that I always listen to. I have like this neo soul, like just this amazing playlist. And this song that I always hear, that song came on and I burst into tears. It just, let me tell you something. I was in the middle of doing my makeup and I had to wipe my face off and do it over because I just burst into tears. And I was just like, I sat with myself. I wasn't mad. I wasn't upset. I was just like, I needed to release that. I needed to let that out. I needed to let that go. I needed to allow for myself to mourn it. When the song came on, it made me think about the relationship with my mom the emotional connection that I never felt with her, and the waterworks just came on. But I've heard that song plenty of times. I'm like, why the heck all of a sudden okay, whatever, right? But I felt so good and like a little bit more free after that. And it was just like, I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about this and like allow for you to understand that I know that this world, this society, this Western society has made us feel like we are men and we are equal to men, and everything that's valued in this society is productivity wise and what you can produce physically and how much money you can make and how hard you work and how hard you hustle. But that's not what the feminine is, guys. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm saying that lifestyle has left no space for women to be women. It's left no space for women to be in their feminine essence and to feel one of the greatest things that makes us who we are as feminine creatures is our ability to feel our emotions and to ride the wave of the emotions that comes up with us, and just to let it be, and I was taught growing up that was not okay. Oh my gosh, the wounding that I've had around my emotions is like crazy. I've never talked about this before on here, like, not being able to express how you feel, being made to feel like how you feel doesn't matter. You can't say how you feel because you're being disrespectful. Like, it's just so many things. And this society, like I said, that we are in, this Western society, is so masculine driven. It's so productivity and hustle, which works for making money and capitalism and stuff like that. But that's not what the feminine is. So you have to kind of give yourself this space for your feminine essence to do what it does best. Cry about it, laugh about it, dance about it, sleep for 17 hours if you need to. Who cares? Hibernate. That's what we do as women. We need a lot more sleep than men need. Eat. Fill your body with the nutrients that it needs. Get some sun. Go take a ritual bath. I don't know. Something, okay? So, yes, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about today. I feel like that was kind of all over the place, but hopefully you guys like this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.